All right, all right, all right. Who's ready to grouch? I am. Sit rep. PUBG DeadNet has been officially announced. New PUBG game announced, boys and girls. This is not a drill. What's up, Midnight? What up, Georgia? Jason, what's grouching? What up, Coda? What up, Truly? What up, Juice? Juicy Grape. What's grouching, man? Some of you who have been keen attention players, or payers rather, attention payers, will have already have played the beta, or the I wouldn't even call it a beta, just the private play tests that they've been hosting over the past few months. I sent an invite to you guys in the Discord, and I saw a few of you joined in. But now they're at Gamescom this weekend, and they officially announced it and announced the new name, because previously it was just called Project Valor. We got our new check-in event. What's this? Okay. Heal 150 health. Okay. We gotta collect our doodads here, huh? Let me slip away. My polymer, yeah. What's up, teammate? No, it's not console only. During the playtest, they asked that you only use a controller for now, but it's going to be PC as well. What level am I? 17? Okay. I don't have any game audio. I have the worst gun. Okay, I do have PC audio though. Weird. Let's load that back up. Try again. What's up, Andy? I haven't gone anywhere. How can I return? What's up, Mystical? Yes, this is a complete separate announcement from PUBG 2 and separate from Black Budget. Yep. What's up, Danny? Danny, let me ask you, how recently have you played the playtest? Because I personally have not played it, the playtest, for a long time. Like, I played like one of the early 1 or 2 playtests, and then I just never could line up my schedule with them. What's up, Gaines? How you doing, man? HT, welcome back. Open roll, what up, buddy? Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for being here. What up, Snipey? Okay, I have no audio again. What the frick is going on with this game, dude? La la la. And my computer froze. Hello? Hello? Piece of shit. The name. Happy. And eventually, la 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 la. Yo, Roll, thanks for the 30 months, dude. Thank you so much, man, for the resub. Whatever happened to super people? Super nothing. I don't know. Never took off, man. That's not a PUBG game anyway. Just a different thing. Yo, Visions, what up, dude? Thanks for the raid, man. You're on late tonight. Holy crap. What's up, Big Booty Visions? Thanks for the raid. What's up, Jix? Hey, welcome in, buddy. Thanks for coming in with the raid. I just had to restart the computer. Because, I don't know. It's just being stupid. We're going to be covering some of that PUBG deadnet news in just a little bit. Hope the stream was good, Visions. So the deadnet announcement is unrelated to PUBG 2. Yes. Yes, it is unrelated. What's up, Max? What up, Thane? It's a roguelite battle royale. Best way I can explain it. So, DJ? Yes, deadnet is the PUBG, or Project Valor, rather. Yeah, it's a legendary background, huh? I do love that background. I'd always put a smile on your eyes. Oh, a little DayZ. Okay, I don't know if people still play that a lot. Is it popping or what? What up, Stooley? Console only? No, it's not console only. The earlier playtests, they were requesting console testers specifically, and then if you were on PC, they were asking that you use a controller. But it is going to be for PC as well. Nah, Bob and I haven't played in a little while. I guess a long while now. Been a few months. Yeah, it's not PUBG 2. So there's... Crafton has... I'll explain this all when we actually go over it in detail. But high level overview is Krafton is the main company. You know, they're the publisher essentially, and then they have different studios under them. PUBG Studios being the main one, and PUBG Studios is the company that is making PUBG. They are developing PUBG 2 on the Unreal Engine 5. A segment of PUBG Studios is now developing, or has been developing, what they're now calling PUBG DeadNet. And Black Budget is the same, but I don't know what other studio is helping with Black Budget, because I don't think it's just PUBG. I think there's one or two other third-party studios that are also helping with Black Budget. Nice. So the best way I can describe it is it's like a roguelite battle royale. That's kind of like the very peeled back basic description. I was gonna kind of go on like a little rant about all my thoughts, but before I do that, I saw that the creative director of DeadNet, who is the creative director of PUBG Studios North America, actually did a short little interview about the game. So we're gonna watch that, and I'll kind of provide some commentary along the way based on my playtest and what I'm allowed to say from the, you know, NDA and shit. Oops, that was a bad throw. And I think that'll give you guys a way better like understanding of where the game is and whatnot. Like what the intent of the game is, and you know, all that sort of stuff. What's up, Warrior? Commissions in the 3D printer? Yeah. First commission is finish printing my own shit that I've never finished printing. My brother gave me a couple of motorcycle parts to 3D print, I don't know, 3 months ago. And they're still not printed, so take that for what it's worth. You can send me something you want me to print. Just can't promise when it'll ever get to you. Yeah, look, I mean, I think the current climate of video games is pretty tough, especially for FPSs. But just games in general, they're tired of being given games that they didn't ask for. So I think there's going to be a lot of like hate in general with any new game that comes out that isn't like, you know, the one that everyone expects to be made. Like if any new PUBG game is announced that is not PUBG 2, it's got a lot of adversity right off the rip. Like I don't care how good of a game it is, or it wants to be, or it plans to be. If you are not delivering specifically something that your fans have been asking for, like, you know, that's going to be met with a bit of adversity. Even though, yeah, you can say, well, look, it's a different dev team, you know, they're still making both of those games in parallel. Like it's not like they're taking PUBG 2 off the table because they announced this, but none of that matters. Like to the general public, the general audience who would receive that. What's up, Dank? Thanks for the follow, buddy. You have a file that I can print from, Snipey? Or are you asking me to do the legwork and research and find that for you as well? That's gonna cost you. Hello? There's another person here. Chris. I'm gonna kill him with a spike gun. You ready? I'm just kidding, you can't do that. Imagine though. Hit somebody in the face with a spike gun and kill him. Pretty dope. That would be pretty dope. Just saying, PUBG. Consider it. Yeah, I wanted to record one today because I was working from home. I was like, oh, maybe I'll have some free time to record some video. No, not enough free time. pretty busy day today. But I was like, ah, well, we'll just fuck it. We'll do it live. We're doing it live. And then, like I was telling chat a minute ago, I saw that Dave Kerr did an interview at Gamescom. So I was like, oh, that'd actually be perfect. So we can watch that. And instead of you guys listening to me mumble on about what I can and can't say because of the NDA, blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, we can actually just listen to the developer, the creative director himself. And he can tell you guys all the stuff. And then once he says whatever he's going to say, then I can expand upon that based on my, you know, my play tests. Because now I won't be breaking any NDAs saying things that are out of pocket, you know? What's up, Thumb? Ooh, my haircut? I mean, once a month for sure. Unless it's like just been a crazy busy month. I've gone longer. But I'd say like once a month. If there's like an event coming up or something, you know, maybe I'll go get a cut a little more frequently. What's up, Plug? No, the Mark 12 and Mini 14 are still the go-to. Oh, that was me. I threw that. They're still the go-to, but you know, now that the LMGs have been buffed, these are really good guns to use. Like the what do you call it? RPD is really good. The M249 is also really, really good. So if you are going to use the RPD, you're better off with a Dragunov or an SLR. In my opinion, I would probably just say stick with the Dragunov because of the higher damage. Even though they did buff the SLR, I don't think it's like a world-changing buff, and the increased damage you get from the Dragunov for that close-range headshot, I think it's still worthwhile to pick it up over it. Hi guys, do you know your cell phone gaming laptops, please? Hi guys, do you know your cell phone gaming laptops, please? I know myself more than just gaming laptops. I know myself at my house, on my gaming computer, on my phone, everywhere. So Smeltex, I feel like PUBG 2 might be shit. What makes you feel like that? What up, Anna? Because this PUBG is shit. Oh. Yeah, maybe PUBG is ain't for you, dude. I feel like this game's almost a decade old and it's still banging. No other game comes close to this experience. But if you're not interested in the PUBG experience, yeah, you might not be interested in PUBG 2. Have you tried War Dogs? That shit was fun. That might be more your speed. But it's so addictive, he says. It's shit, but it's addictive. It's addictive shit. I ain't never gonna quit. Yeah, I feel like you know, every game has its shitty moments. But this game, in my opinion, is still number one BR and still number, I don't know, top three of my all-time favorite games. What the hell am I hearing? Oh, dude, it's my car. I thought it was like a bicycle pulling up on me. It's so weird. I was like, where the hell is this sound coming from? I don't see anything. Center or edge? Depends on how much time I got. Good enough to watch, good enough to rage bait, good enough to comment on every YouTube video. Cheetah, why you play this dead game? Why do you watch a dead game? Is probably the better question. Do you hate watching? Yo, see you, Weasel. Have a good one, buddy. Oh, wow, through the trees. Vault, please. What's up, Merc? Get those C4 kills, man. Even though it's a lot harder now that they nerfed it. Remember back in the day when you could, you know, throw some C4 in the on the car, like from a little distance. That was good. The good old days, as they say. I hate that you can't prone on top of a car. That'd be cool. Oh, just a little spoiler for what we're gonna watch in a little bit too. The PUBG DeadNet game is on Unreal Engine 5. So from a like graphical fidelity standpoint, I feel like it's probably a pretty close representation of where PUBG 2 will be. That's obviously complete speculation. That's complete speculation, but to me it kind of makes sense. The same way Black Budget is on Unreal Engine 5. Oh my god. There's a guy on the fucking crate with me, dude. What the hell? What was that? Dude, I heard like shuffling. I'm like, wait, what the heck? That's funny. But yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a little peek behind the curtains for graphical fidelity. But wait, this thing has 99. Sweet dreams. The graphical fidelity would be like a little, you know, inside peek to that. But also, in my opinion, more importantly than the graphical fidelity, is something I've always said that I'm excited for the official, like the actual PUBG 2, is one of my biggest kind of complaints with PUBG is the buggy like net code, the buggy base code of the game. You know, nothing feels like very fluid. Nothing feels very fluid. You know, everything's very like jittery and like you get like caught on little thing. Like, I mean, look, just right there, you saw my camera like kind of glitch out. Everything is just, you know, you guys know if you played PUBG and then you go play like a modern, like a game that's been made in the last year or two, everything feels way more seamless and fluid and like the transitions and stuff like that. When PUBG 2 gets made on Unreal Engine 5, you know, the hope is that a lot of that stuff is fixed. And during this interview that Dave Kurd gives with during this interview that Dave Kurd gives about DeadNet, is he describes a couple of features in the game that okay. You were okay. Oh. Okay. Yep. Gotcha. Okay. You changed your mind, huh? You were thinking I'm coming way out here. Okay. Oh, you're peeking me? I don't even understand. Yep. Okay, here we go. Yep. You gonna commit? No, that's too risky. It's way too risky. Gotta reassess that. Way too risky. Bro, can you fucking... Not? Anyway, they got a new feature in the game. A couple of new features. that, in my opinion, directly kind of reinforce why I'm excited to see actual PUBG 2 on UE5, because it gives a little insight as to like the capabilities that they'll have with the new engine on the new game. And I'll call it out whenever he starts talking about it, and you guys can like hear it for yourself. But it got me pretty excited when I was listening to the interview today. What's up, Brownie? You're just misinformed, buddy. They're making it on Unreal Engine 5. What's up, Midlife? Will there be a PUBG 2? Yes. Ow. I mean, look, I'm playing a casual mode, so you know, TPP, it's 88 bots or whatever. Oh, I'm not gonna sit here and dunk on the bots because I'm choosing to play a bot mode, but that kind of experience in a regular game of PUBG, like one that I'm actually trying to play, is absolutely horrendous. He was running M4 AUG. Bots are out of control, man. What's up, player? Yeah, they buffed the bots, no doubt, recently. They gave them, as they like to call, more human-like movements. But no, yeah, they made them terrors now. And it's hard because, you know, it's inconsistent. It's whenever the game wants, you know, whenever they program the bot to delete you, it's going to do that. And so, you know, you like, if you do encounter a bot on your regular game of PUBG, you know, where hopefully there's only like a handful of bots in each lobby, when you encounter one of those bots, you have to make the conscious decision, like, all right, do I shoot at this bot? Like, do I have to deal with this bot, or can I just disregard it and it's gonna, you know, just kind of do whatever? You don't know, because nowadays they could just beam you and delete you. So it's like you kind of have to engage with the bot, which means you have to risk, you know, giving your position away to go kill it and all that stuff. Yo, what's up, nurse? Hey, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Welcome back. How you doing tonight? Someone just rode a bicycle up here. I think he's at the crate. Hey, night. No, a little shy. Yeah. Got headshots from my bot. That's what I'm saying. They just buffed the bot's aim, so like now you kind of can't like disregard them, because if you just turn your back on them, they could kill you like instantly. What's that? Oh, ammo. Whee! Good night. Whee. Y'all thought I was gonna land in the tree, didn't you? How cool would that be? You could land in the tree. If I hit this shot, how many gifted subs? You're probably right. Never know if you don't try, though. Oops. Can you please grab the... It won't even grab it now. Like, this guy's gonna shoot me in the back, so I'm trying to grab this stupid ass thing. No way. Homie went from the bike to the... to the car. Elby. Oh. Yeah. all right. Now let's go ahead and check out the new PUBG stuff, huh? Shall we? Cody, have some faith, man. You never know. You never know, dude. Yo, Nurse, thank you so much for the gifted tier 1 sub to Clark. Nurse, thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate it. Ronnie Glass, it's gonna be good. Is it gonna be today? Thanks for the prime 3 months. Let's crouch. All right, y'all take a look at the new PUBG announcement. I'll show you guys the official statements and interview from Dave Curd. Then I'll give you guys some of my commentary and opinions after having a playtest and kind of following along with the game's development. This song is called Feel Good, I think. Feel Good Drag by Anberlin. Anberlin. Feel Good Drag by Anberlin. So far playing customs with only bots. I haven't seen any drive. Bots don't drive. Get that through y'all's head. Bots do not drive yet. What's up, Eric? When do we get spike strips back for the silly zip line? Listen, you leave my zip line alone. But I do agree we do need to get spike strips back. This song came up. All I did was on Spotify, I played Hawthorne Heights Radio, and it's one of the ones that came on here. People kept saying they no. A minor select few of dum-dum said they drive. Do you always crouch and shoot? Yes, whenever you can, crouch, because you reduce recoil when you crouch. You reduce recoil even more when you go prone, but obviously you can't go prone and many situations. $25 contraband coupons, nice. Deal 500 damage, get another 25 contraband coupons, and then get 800 G coin. Heck yeah. Speaking of G coin, if you guys want some free G coin, before I show you guys the stuff we're going to cover today, make sure to go enter into the latest G coin giveaway that I just opened up on my X page, and then damn, I don't have Twitter. What the fuck, man? If you have your notifications turned on on YouTube, you may be in for a little treat tomorrow morning. That's all I'll say there. So let's go here. Here is the link to the giveaway on my Twitter profile. To enter in that giveaway, you simply just have to copy and paste a picture of your crafting account showing that you have creator code CDOME linked to your account. And that's it. Just reply to my tweet with that picture, and I'll draw 10 people from at random for that. No, Theodore, you're just in time, buddy. It has not been discussed. We are actually about to discuss it literally right now. I was just doing some warm-up BS games to let everyone come in, get their go live notifications and all that. So let's close this. I had to restart my computer, so give me a second to pull back up what I want to show you guys. I guess we'll start. I'll show you the actual game trailer reveal for PUBG DeadNet. This is previously the Project Black budget. So PUBG DeadNet.
Worst guns. And I mean
What?
the worst guns.
Oh, that's me. What the hell? PUBG DeadNet. So let's go official trailer. All right. And then now I got to go do, hold on. We got to go over here. We're going to go to Twitch, Twitter. Okay. I need to go to, it was game, no, special events category. Gamescom. Not opening night. It was the dev. I might have to go to Gamescom. Their Twitter or their Twitch. Gamescom. Gamescom is happening this weekend, by the way. If you didn't know, this is in Germany. Every year they do Gamescom there. PUBG is also doing their event, like their hot drop event. Unfortunately, I'm not able to go this year. I went a couple years ago and it was a bunch of fun, but we weren't able to get details ironed out to go this time. But if you are in the area and you have the chance to go, I would really recommend it. It's a bunch of fun, the event that PUBG puts on. All right, then I got to go to the live stream interview. 216, I think. Yeah, there he is. Okay. So here. Okay, so that's Dave Curd. And let me go see. What does his Twitter still say? Dave Curd. Creative director, PUBG. Okay, yep. Yeah, his last tweet was May 21st, 2023. Right after they introduced the self-revive feature. Or not self-revive. I think that was the team revive with the blue chips and stuff. Yeah, got it. So he's been busy for the past, I guess it's been 3+ years. Shows you how long this game's been in development. Okay, here we go. I thought you were trolling with your stream title, as in PUBG is dead. No. What's up, Doc? Yeah, Project Valor. That was the code name for this project, and now they officially are naming it PUBG DeadNet. And I think DeadNet is dog eat dog is what he said. So DED is dog eat dog. What's up, Timmy? Yeah, PUBG 2, the Unreal Engine 5 remake for PUBG, essentially. I guess you call it a remake, right? That comes out. The alpha is supposed to come out next year. So that means the early playtest is supposed to come out next year. Wasn't that the trip where Stan got his luggage lost? No. I got my luggage lost. Stan's lucky ass had all his stuff. I had to freaking borrow some of that dude's clothes. Yeah, we were both hoping that I was gonna go again this year because I would have brought him with me too. We were gonna have another awesome trip, but it didn't work out this time. What's up, Trippin'? How you doing, buddy? Hey, thanks for the follow, man. Welcome. And the brand new tier 1. Come on, Trippin'. Thank you so much, dude. All right, so here we go. PUBG DeadNet. It's officially announced. This is the previous codename Project Valor. This is another PUBG, as you say, spinoff in chat. It is a new spin and new evolution on Battle Royale. It's not an extraction shooter, but it does have some persistent gameplay elements. I believe the term that they're using is roguelite elements. So it's a Battle Royale with some roguelite elements, a new evolution, a new take on that genre, if you will. And so they officially announced their gameplay trailer, their announcement trailer. And I played this game early playtest months and months and months ago. They've been doing ongoing playtests, and if you're in tune with the community, you've probably seen me invite you guys to go play it. So some of you have already played it, and you played more than I have. You played more recently. So the stuff that we're going to watch right now is the official where it's at today, and this is still very early in development. It means a lot of stuff can still be changing and will change before official release. Closed beta signups are open as well. So we're going to watch the trailer. I will then jump over to the interview with Dave Curd. He is the creative director of PUBG Studios in North America. He is over the team that developed Destin. They did like the drone, all the tactical gear, all that kind of stuff that came to PUBG, the blue chip revive system, all that kind of stuff. They're the team that's behind all that for PUBG. Then I guess about three and a half years ago, they branched off of working on actual PUBG to work on some of their other ideas, and this ended up being one of them. So he gave a pretty good interview. We'll watch it. He kind of discusses some of the dev thought process of PUBG DeadNet, some of the features and things you can come to expect with the game. And then, yeah, we'll watch that, react to it, and see what you guys think, all right? Take a look. All right, so we'll start with the trailer, PUBG DeadNet. Full max. Give me a volume check in here, chat. What's the volume like? Too loud? Good? Okay, perfect. All right. So obviously right off the rip, very gory. This game has no problems with showing some blood. I might have to edit out the audio in post, just an FYI. I don't know if it's DMCA stuff. The setting is the year 1996. If that's not obvious by the music and the clothing and stuff like that. So what you just saw right there was actually a little snippet of what you can do to your character, how you can upgrade your character in between rounds and in between runs. So you're going to have like different abilities, and they're called ROMs, is like the abilities in this game. And then you have injuries that will be persistent throughout each run, each life of your character, if you will. And it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ROM spaces. Akimbo is one of them. Sliding on your face like a snake, I guess, is another one. That was new. You can get machete arms. There's jiggle physics in the game. You can be that character, and you can be that character, apparently. That's the first official callback to PUBG. So you have the, level 3 care package, the Spetsnaz helmet. That's actually a PUBG looking smoke grenade, and it looks like she's got like a drum mag machine gun, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it is. Holding up a car shield, a car door as a shield. Remember the remove feature that they never did, the ride shield in PUBG? This is what I was saying earlier. With this game being on Unreal Engine 5, they're able to do a lot of the things that you would think that they should be able to do on PUBG now, like when they make PUBG 2. And that is in addition to what I was telling you guys a little bit earlier about some of the features that Dave Kurd says that gets me excited about when they do actually make PUBG 2 next year. So dog eat dog, that's DeadNet. Dog eat dog is the acronym, or DED is the acronym for dog eat dog. So there is sliding in the game. Executions in the game. DeadNet. So there's a lot going on there. There's a lot going on there. Let me see what they say the official... wait, here. Where we at? DeadNet. PUBG DeadNet is a multiplayer first-person shooter with tense tactical gunplay and roguelite elements set in 1990s Cascadia. Cascadia is like the town that they're doing this this theme in. And here's some new stills, some screenshots. I think I have more of them on my Twitter here. Go back one. Wait. What? Okay, hold on. This is weird. Didn't I? This post doesn't even show up in my profile. Weird. I posted this too. This is a few of the screenshots they put out. So melee weapons executions, jiggle physics. You can drop your guns for akimbo sword arms. That's like, I think that's one of the ROMs or one of the in-game like upgrade stations right here. Yeah, this is one of the upgrade stations. What's this what's that star called? It's like the Blair Witch Project. There's the care package, which in my playtest I didn't see this care package. I think like I said, I was very early in the playtest. Like I was the first or second closed playtest. So there's a lot of new stuff that's come out since I played. When I played, there was none of this. There was no akimbo. It was a bit more grounded too. Like it still had a lot of this like kind of crazy 90s like wacky vibes, but it was a bit more grounded. So they have expanded upon this quite a bit since then. Like this was kind of the vibe that I played in. You can play as this person too. Like you can, I'm sure it's like a temporary thing, like a ROM that you can get. I don't know if you can actually ride the shoulder of your partner, or I don't know what exactly that is. It might just be a fun, like, screenshot trailer thing. Okay, so now that you've seen the official trailer. Oh wait, I want to go to here. Now let's take a listen into the interview with Dave Kurd. Again, he is the creative director of PUBG Studios North America. He was the leader of the team that did Destin, the Blue Chip Revive in PUBG, the tactical gear in PUBG, all those sorts of features. So his team branched off at about 3 years ago and started development on this game. And this is his explanation into how they got into it and some pretty cool insights. So take a listen. Again, give me a volume check as I play this, please.
Dave Kurd. Thanks for coming by.
Hey, Max, thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so what is DeadNet? What is it? What makes it different from
Maybe a
regular
little more.
PUBG in a nutshell?
I'm gonna crank it up all the way, then tell me what it sounds
pace
like.
and persistence. PUBG is 100 guys who's going to be the sole survivor. In DeadNet, we ask you to take a multi-match journey, gaining valuable new abilities, mitigating crazy injuries, all in pursuit.
Is this volume good now? This is all the way up, but I can turn it up louder on my end if y'all need it. I need a little more. Okay, I got you. Here.
Of building your ultimate king of killers.
Okay, so it's got a little bit of
So
roguelike to it.
Let's go
Absolutely.
back
Let's
just
do it
so
to
you
shake
don't,
things up. Creative director.
I want you guys
Dave
missing
Kerr.
that.
Thanks for coming by.
Hey, Max, thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so what is DeadNet? What is it? What makes it different from regular PUBG in a nutshell?
Okay, so pace and persistence. PUBG is 100 guys who's going to be the sole survivor. In DeadNet, we ask you to take a multi-match journey, gaining valuable new abilities, mitigating crazy injuries, all in pursuit of building your ultimate king of killers.
Okay, so it's got a little bit of roguelike to it.
Absolutely. We find that roguelite is the ultimate spice that kind of keeps me coming back for more.
Okay, can you talk a little bit about, like, I guess, where did this come from? Like, what was the inspiration for this?
So for those who might be asking what the hell's roguelite, I had to like look it up too because I never understood what the hell. There's like roguelike and then roguelite. Basically, it adds a level of persistence to your game, whereas in PUBG, you launch in, every game is a fresh start with nothing that carries over from the previous one. A roguelite, or in this case for DeadNet, I keep wanting to say DeadNet, your character is gonna have multiple runs that he can survive before he's actually like no longer usable. And each of those runs, you can build up your character, your abilities, your ROMs, and that kind of thing. But every time you get injured, you have to deal with those injuries for the next game. So it's kind of like a risk reward. You might go into the next game with the previous round's set of injuries, but you get to carry over some good ROMs and upgrades that you also got from the previous round. So that's kind of the idea of it being like roguelite.
How did it sort of come to be?
Well, we're always trying to figure out what the next big fun thing is, right? Like as creative director at PUBG Studios, I'm fortunate enough to be able to help with maps, modes, and experiences.
20 decibels.
And we lucked into this idea of what if a match, because PUBG is like the ultimate storytelling engine. So like we had this question, what if that story could last multiple matches? Now that's not PUBG anymore, but it was such a sticky idea, we thought, we've got to go for it. We've got to try it. So little tiny team, we stood up the idea of body persistence.
I played in this map, by the way.
Dragging
this area.
a
it was a cool
competitor
area
across multiple matches while getting them incrementally stronger. And we felt like we had something special.
Yeah, that does seem like a good, like, fundamental shakeup there. And you've also got like you've got a distinct aesthetic here. Can you tell me what the significance of the title is? Like, what does DeadNet mean?
Thank you. DeadNet is short for Dog Eat Dog.
Ah, okay.
It's a twisted dark web streamed reality TV show where 60 wild
3v3,
competitors are trying to become the sole survivor and not trade too much of their humanity along the way.
Those are your ROMs
and this is a
again?
period piece, is that correct? It's set in 1996?
Yes, it takes place very specifically in 1996.
Why was that the right year? Like, what was aside from being a great year?
Well, it was a great year, but it was a time of historical tension. You had 1 foot in the analog world, 1 foot in the digital world. You still had to use payphones on the side of the street, but you could start streaming stuff on this new thing they called the internet. You mix that in with the music, the grunge, the gangster rap that we feature in our game, and then also, of course, the weapons of that era. I have a soft spot for the guns before they got to future warfare. So yeah, you put that all together, and 96 made the most sense to tell the story we were excited to tell.
Nice. I feel like it has like and I mean this in a nice way, it has some like Dennis Rodman hair energy to it, you know? It's just sort of chaotic and a little scary, but pretty cool, you know?
It is a little chaotic feeling.
We call it Grunge House. We're kind of mixing the 90s grunge aesthetic with grindhouse cinema to create our own unique kind of meat grindered view of the mid-90s. Because we have some technology that wasn't around. We have the ROMs These are the
Those are your
effed up little
upgrades.
game cartridges you smash into your meat to gain valuable abilities. So we're kind of slightly alternate history there.
I love that. Now let's talk about, you mentioned a meat grinder. You get knife hands in here. Did I see knife hands? Is that correct?
Yeah, I did not see that when I played.
You can do a lot of stuff to your body in this game. You can remove those hands and replace them with blades. You can become a tiny little baby doll with drill hands. You can become a 600-pound, 7-foot tall pig. It's all on the table.
Okay. And I guess this is all sort of luck of the draw, random drop kind of thing, or how do players come across this stuff? What's the gameplay loop there, I guess?
Essentially, as you're chasing ROMs at the very start of your run, you pick a very general archetype. Hey, I kind of see myself doing some sniping. Hey, maybe I'm going to be a little bit more support this.
I do remember there being like very general, not class, but like, your characters, the one you chose is good with assault rifles. The one you chose is good with snipers, that kind of thing. So that's probably why they probably kept that same concept going into the later rounds.
Game. But pretty quickly, as we go match to match, we're offering you powers that support that fantasy, or more interestingly, powers that don't. So you might start as like a door-kicking breacher type, but immediately get tricked into like, I should take that boombox power because when I get to play gangster rap, it heals my team, right? Or
that kind of stuff was not in the playtest that I played. Like I said, when I played the early playtest, it was way more grounded. It really felt like a PUBG meets Call of Duty for console players, if that makes sense. That was the early vibe for the playtest that I got. It still had this like 90s era vibe and like weird like videos playing in the background and music and like all that kind of stuff, but not.
Maybe I should become a sneaky snake and crawl on my stomach really fast on the ground, which you see in the trailer.
Yeah, my first thought there was like, is that like how penguins go down hills? But snakes are cooler, so that works for me. How did these where do these come from? Is it just like you're playing a game and you're like, wouldn't it be cool if we could blank and then just try it out? Is that?
Yeah, I mean, we're in the entertainment business. Like our primary job is to like give players something they can't get anywhere else. And we had a whole backlog of crazy things we wanted to try that weren't quite the best fit for PUBG, but made so much more sense in this unhinged world.
Okay.
Like all the stuff they were trying on Destin and the other small maps that they made basically to be test beds for PUBG. That's why I said that team branched off and was like, all right, let's just, I guess, go do our own separate game.
Can you tell me a little bit about the map too? Is it a totally new map?
Brand new map. It's a 5.5 by 5.5 map, kind of
a little bigger than
based on a fictional
Sandhawk?
Pacific Northwest. We call it Cascadia, and we really try to push the Unreal Engine to its limits with Nanite and Lumen. We've got the densest forests you've ever seen in a FPS BR like this. Crazy detailed interior spaces. It's dripping with detail and offers so much more cat and mouse gameplay than you could get in previous titles. One quick example is, you're looting in refrigerators and lockers, and if you have the right ability, you can also hide in those refrigerators and lockers, and we play the creepy like creeper breathing behind the locker. So it's an interactive world that the players turned loose on.
All right. Yeah. No, you guys, I feel like at a glance, I was like, what is this? Like, it's different, but it's hard to kind of glean how, but it's like you've got, different
both,
stylistically,
Rocker.
different mechanically. What are some points of interest on the map you want to call out? Because I was looking at the site and there's something about like a silly hole. Is that it?
Yeah. So thank you for teeing that up. That is Cryptid Cove. That's our kind of love letter to like Showbiz Pizza. But there's been a lot of pain, and there's been a lot of mischief, and there's blood and guts in the silly hole. So you have to kind of be mindful as you're navigating those deep tubes.
There's blood and guts in the silly hole. There's a box quote for you. What about vehicles? Anything new going on there?
Yeah, we have the Trekmeister, which is our.
I remember in the early playtest that I did, you could sabotage vehicles, which I thought was a pretty cool, like, fun thing you could do in the game. I thought that'd be kind of cool to do in PUBG. You could like plant like an explosive bomb. Essentially, someone gets in the car and starts it up. Boom.
Love letter to that mid-90s big American SUV. Some of the features that you won't get in probably any BR is you've got to wear your seatbelt.
No.
You got to wear that
Or you'll fly
seatbelt,
out.
or if you're in a big crash,
That's
you will
right,
go
yeah.
right through that windshield. And sometimes that might be what you want for gameplay.
I'm into that.
You also can, if you have the right abilities,
You can literally crash a compound and go flying out.
can tear the door off and use it as a riot shield. And in the back of most trunks, there's a little bit of a workbench, so you can replenish your ammo, you can create med kits, or you can even repair your armor.
Okay, so hypothetically, if I was not wearing my seatbelt, which I do, I'm safe, I'm good. If I were to go crashing through the window and I had that snake ability, could I go from midair into sliding?
You will go very far, and people in playtest use it to get position on other characters. So the meta is the driver, safety first driver, wears the seatbelt. His passengers don't. He crashes into a wall, launches them.
I'm going to say that's a mode of traversal that hasn't quite been done to death yet. You know, I think that's a bit novel there.
The game's got a lot of wacky shit going on, to put it blunt. But I mean, if the goal is to have fun, hey, maybe it'll be pretty fun. I haven't played that kind of stuff in the playtest, like I said, but I mean, I can appreciate how the game doesn't take itself too seriously.
What are the plans to roll this out? You've got a closed beta happening, or what's the plan?
Yeah, we're encouraging everyone to get to DeadNet and sign up for the beta. And soon we want you to play it with us, because we know from our experience on PUBG, making the game with fans is the only way to make games.
Okay, and you're doing PC first and then rolling out other places, or what's the?
We're actually developed console first.
Console first, okay.
We're all old school console guys, and I myself love playing on the couch, kind of 8 feet away from the TV. So we wanted to make sure everything from gun feel to the UI UX on a screen across the living room, we wanted those console users to feel very cared for. But of course, we want everyone to play DeadNet. In fact, if I can get it working on those like Samsung TV refrigerators, I'll try to get a port to that. But the beta should be console.
Sweet.
Oh, okay.
In terms of,
So the beta might actually be console only. Okay, I missed that.
just, I guess, like game turnaround time, is it sort of smaller rounds? Like what's the usual time frame in getting a match in, or a few matches?
Yeah, so a run can go theoretically as long as you can push it. The upper ends, internally when the devs play, 7, 8, 9, 10 matches feels like a pretty good run. Then we get it out to the community where the real gamers live, and they can push it up to like 15, 20, and you see the real hardcore players. But when you sit down for a single match, if you hot drop and get wiped, you're out in a quick 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay.
If you can make it to the end, you're looking about 25 to 30 minutes, and then you're into the out game to choose powers and injuries for your next match.
Huh.
So he's saying runs, like your character has like a finite life, and I'm probably going to butcher this a little bit in the explanation, but you basically have like a number of cat lives essentially, that every time you win in a match, like let's say you survive until the end, well, your character may have survived at the end of the match. You might have won the match, which means you're going to come out with a bunch of goodies, like a bunch of ROMs and stuff that you accumulated throughout that match, and money and whatever the currency is. But you're also going to have injuries that come with you to the next match. So you can choose to bring that same character into another run, which is another match, and bring some of those ROMs and upgrades that you got, but you're also going to bring in the injuries that you had. So you're going to be, kind of starting off at a slight disadvantage, but with some other buffs and power-ups. So that's why he said the runs can last for like 7 to 8 matches or 15 to 20 matches if you're really good and you keep surviving, and, when you get injured, you repair your player for the next round, that kind of stuff.
That's really interesting, because like I feel like battle royales are generally like the clock is ticking down. There's a pressure behind you, whereas roguelites, it's generally the opposite. It's like, yeah, one more round, let's see how long this can go. It's like you're seeing how long you can carry it out. How do you see that changes how people approach the game, like strategically, or is there kind of a have you seen people who are like really good at PUBG, Battlegrounds, jump into this and just get get the floor mopped with them?
What you'll see is that, every player starts off with what's fresh and with what's familiar, rather, right? They're like, if they're snipers, they're looking for a sniper build. If they're support, they're trying to pick up that support build. I think where our game shines is kind of mid-run, when even though maybe you started support or started sniper, we start tantalizing you with maybe powers that you wouldn't normally consider. Like, do you want to play dead? Do you want to use a boombox to get your team fired up? And that's where you start to kind of have these mutant builds that aren't where you thought you were going, but then you're kind of glad when you got there.
Interesting. Is there anything else you want to call out in particular?
I think like something really neat about the world is how maybe reactive.
This is what I was telling you guys earlier, spoiler alert, that this is one of the takeaways from this interview that gets me excited for PUBG 2, when that comes out, whatever, next year, whenever it's going to be for Unreal Engine 5. The way that the devs can interact with the environment and have that kind of be a character of its own. Listen to this.
It is compared to PUBG. A good example in PUBG, if you see a window, you can just crash right through it. Makes a little bit of noise, but you're in the building. In our game, you can slowly and silently open the window. You can slam it open really quick, but it makes a little bit of noise. You can crash through the window like PUBG, but then you leave a little pool of glass on the ground, and if people step on that glass, it makes noise. And then maybe you turn on a little bit of music so they don't hear you walking on that glass. So our world is just a little bit more tactile and gives players a little bit more of an opportunity to make strategic, weird, interesting plays.
Does that sound pretty
than
cool?
in previous titles.
Interesting. Yeah, I love how you
can
out
interact
the gate,
with something
you're
as
like,
simple as a
this is
window.
not about realism.
And it can
but
change the
also
way
a little
you
bit
would
is. Like a little
enter,
bit
clear, or
more mechanics in there. That's interesting.
camp a compound.
It's definitely a Hollywood realism. Like, we want players having the fantasy of, I'm doing what it takes, I'm sacrificing flesh for power, I'm in this desperate survival situation. But we want them to have fun while doing it.
Sweet. Well, PUBG.net will be coming to consoles sometime in the near future, but there's more Gamescom Studio 2026 coming up right here.
So yeah, okay, I was wrong initially. I thought it was going to be PC and console for the playtest, but right now it looks like they're just focused on console for the playtest. But like I said, I played it on PC with a controller, so it obviously does work on PC. Dave Kurt himself said the goal is to have everyone play it, so all the platforms play it. But they don't have any. I'm just looking at the website. They don't have any dates for it. Like, you can go to if you want to register for the playtest. By the way, you go to PUBG.net, the official website here, and then click sign in. Just get signed in and pre-register here. So you register your crafting account. So I'm already registered. I'm signed up for it. Although I don't have a console. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, so here's the website. It says, welcome to Cascadia. So that's like the town, the 5x5 map that you're in. These are some of the POIs. The Cryptid Cove, a dead-eyed fiberglass cryptid's bear. Stop that. Witness to the slaughter. Seek shelter deep within the silly hole. It's like an old Chuck E. Cheese. Cascadia Wilderness. A lot of people go missing in these woods. Handy if you don't want to be found. The Summit. Yeah, the art is cool, but don't get caught gawking. Snipers call Summit home. I had a really fun playtest on this particular area of the map, and I remember I was using parachutes, and I think the enemy team even had zip lines, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I played it, but it was fun. Like, the gunplay of the game was fun. But like I said before, I haven't played this when they have all these like abilities and ROMs added. That definitely adds a whole another layer to it. The Cult Church, another POI. The Ward, another POI. Fresh out of cherry pie and black coffee, but if you need guns, pills, you'll find plenty to love about this town. Is that a PUBG care package box right there, maybe? Yeah, I remember like going into this town and like, looting the buildings. Like, you can loot like literally all, the cash register, the backroom drawers. Like, guns are world spawn, but they aren't just like sitting on the ground like they are in PUBG. Like, you have to go and like open up the safe and like find a gun. What kind of guns do they have? What kind of attachments do they have? You know, you open up the drawers, there's ammo in here. Like there's a bit of a looting sequence with that as well. Let's see what else in news. That's just a gameplay trailer we just watched. These are the photos I showed you guys just a few minutes ago, and then you can sign up for the beta, and then also sign up for the dev letter, or the newsletter rather. So anytime they have any updates, they'll send them there. Let me see if they say anything else. No, okay, I think that's it. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell. PUBG DeadNet. Thoughts? Personally, I'm glad this isn't PUBG 2. I'll say that. Like, I'm glad that I can still look forward to actual PUBG 2. This could be a fun alternative to the PUBG genre. The gunplay, like I said, was fun. Like, I remember playing it and be like, oh wow, these guns actually feel cool. Like it feels like you're being rewarded for good accuracy and that kind of stuff. But then they started adding all these different ROMs and abilities and whatnot, and I just don't know what to expect from that because I haven't played it recently at all. So hopefully I can get my hands on it again pretty soon with the next playtest. Like even down here it says, you know, Steam, PlayStation, Xbox. So they're obviously gonna be coming out for all the platforms. But I guess specifically they're looking for console beta testers for now. Yeah, I think fun is the word I would use to describe my initial playtest. It's definitely like, you know, if you're looking for PUBG 2, like, this is not trying to be PUBG 2. So it won't give you that PUBG 2 feeling, but I think it will be very different. And yeah, hopefully it'll be fun. I mean, we'll see, you know. When they do the closed beta, I'll try to get in there and do some play tests. Hopefully they let us start to record some actual gameplay footage, content, and that kind of stuff, and I can talk about like more specifics, you know. So that'll come soon enough, I'm sure. Approximate dates for PUBG 2. So the last known official discussion of PUBG 2 from Taehoon Kim, the head of PUBG, he said it was supposed to be alpha playtest at the end of this year, and their goal was to have official release at the 10-year anniversary of PUBG next year. That's not going to happen. It got pushed back. I don't know how long though. That they don't know how long. So I would expect at the earliest a PUBG 2 alpha playtest next year, which would mean official release wouldn't happen until 2028 or longer, probably. What's up, Jimmy? CDOME, what about all our skins? Will our skins be transferred to DeadNet? Is that a real question, dude? I don't take that seriously or not. You can fix the injuries though. It's weird, but definitely fun. Yes, yeah, like so the injuries you can fix them, repair them and stuff like that, right? But that costs something to do it. Like so you have to have enough of whatever the currency is, I forget whatever it is, like to repair your character and be able to take them in fresh for each round. Hot dropping off a previous run of wins would make sense for that. Well, it's all risk reward, you know, like those POIs that they show here, obviously some of these POIs are going to be, you know, high loot, high risk, high reward. So maybe you drop there early with a good bit of kit and you can secure even better gear for later runs or even later in that game rather. Or maybe you drop there early with nothing and say, I'm just going to risk it because if I die, I'm not losing anything anyway, you know? Is black market dead? You mean PUBG black budget? Yeah, black budget is a whole different game. So I probably should have specified that in the beginning when we talked about this. There's PUBG 2, which is the PUBG we all know and love being redeveloped on the Unreal Engine 5. Okay, so that's one game. Then there's PUBG Black Budget. Ironically, is also created on Unreal Engine 5, but that is the extraction shooter that we've been playing the beta test the past like whatever year. They've had like two tests for that. Which, let me know if you guys would like to see any more footage of that game and videos on it, because I do have some unused footage from the last play test. I just never really compiled it and edited it to anything. So if you'd like to see that, let me know. And then there is PUBG DeadNet, which is the new evolution spinoff of the Battle Royale. So this is not, PUBG 2. This is a PUBG adjacent game. Apparently they'll have slight PUBG elements, meaning like it'll kind of be like a BR. You saw the level 3 helmet in there, the care package, and that kind of stuff, but it's not, it's definitely not PUBG like the Battle Royale that you know and love. It's a different evolution of that game. Look, man, I hope it's not 2028. I hope PUBG 2 is out next year, but I can't confidently say that. I'm gonna be 60 years old. Yeah, well, I mean, look, it took Grand Theft Auto 13 years to come out from GTA 5 to GTA 6. So we'll see. Yo, what's up, Life? I'm doing good, buddy. It's almost 10 p.m. here. Doubtful. GTA comes out November. Very, very soon. Actually, I think tomorrow is GTA's like official unveil of the gameplay. I'm sure you guys probably seen all the leaks and stuff now, but like they're gonna have like a 6-hour gameplay reveal tomorrow, apparently. I think it's like streamed on Netflix or something like that. I wasn't even following exactly what the hell's going on with that, but yeah, I guess like Rockstar has like a partnership with Netflix. I don't know. Seems weird, but yeah. Yeah, you don't know that? Look, watch. I'll go find it. Rockstar. So here we go. Grand Theft Auto 6, an extended look, premieres on Netflix Thursday, August 27th at 3 p.m. Eastern. So at 4 p.m. or 4 p.m. my time or 2 p.m. my time. There's going to be an extended look, and I think it's a 6-hour stream of Grand Theft Auto 6 gameplay. Or maybe it's not just game, it might be like dev interviews, gameplay, that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's literally, it's going to be on Netflix at first. So yeah, that's tomorrow. Am I the only one who doesn't care about GTA 6? Yes, probably. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what all the hardcore PUBG fans have been saying is please just get PUBG 2 done properly. Because, Black Budget. This game is fun. Black Budget. But, I'm not naive to the fact that it's an extraction shooter, and that is a very, very, very small, niche genre. But I thought the gunplay in this game was fun. I prefer regular PUBG's gunplay, but I thought this was good. I thought the gameplay loop in this was fun. I thought the customization and the upgradability of your base and your character, I thought that was actually really cool. It kind of gave you something to persistently come back for, and not just, oh, I want to be better at shooting in the game, I want to win more chicken dinners. This was like, yeah, I want to win, I want to extract more, I want to go beat the bosses, but I also want to get good loot. I want to upgrade my character so that future runs are easier, or I can have new abilities and new weapons. There is something to kind of live for and play for that you don't get on the non-extraction shooters. But there's pros and cons to that. I also thought the graphics on Black Budget were cool. I like the UE5 look on PUBG. And I just thought the Black Budget map, the world, was really cool. It had a cool transition from the beach. It started out, you know, very like bright and sunny and like, you know, kind of carefree. No, yeah, nothing really, nothing going on here. PUBG Black Budget. So it started off with whenever my YouTube wants to load. You know, it started off looking like this. This was the vibe, right? The very like sunny and everything's fine. It's just, you know, you're on an island. It's cool. But as you physically progressed into the island, it got, you know, darker. It got a little more grimy and foggy and rain. Then it started raining and like, you know, it slowly transitioned into this like dangerous place to be. And then you could take it one step further by, you know, going into the underground bunkers and stuff. And then it was like, oh shit, then it's like really getting cool and crazy in there. So I thought that was really fun. I thought it was a good take on like the extraction shooter. And I also really enjoyed the customization part. God, I did a freaking, I don't remember this video being this in depth. I'm trying to find the customization part. Did I even talk about that? I'm sure. Yeah, weapon gear and customization. You know, I thought this game did a really good job of like customization for the weapons and your base, and you can like expand your base, and then the more you expand your base, the better that your like tech advancements get, which then can further upgrade your character, further upgrade your weapons. I thought that was really cool. GTA leaks PUBG 2 strip club. Imagine PUBG 2 is inside of Grand Theft Auto. The new PUBG, how is it supposed to be played? When I be playing it, what I have to do? Oh, like what kind of game is it? It's kind of like a BR. Like you launch into the game. There's X number of players. I think it's like 100 players or something like that. And you need to win. You need to survive to the end. You loot stuff along the way and kill people. It's very much like the PUBG you know today, but they added things called injuries and ROMs. And so the injuries can do pros and cons for you. If I remember from the playtest, like you can choose an injury or choose a power-up that also gives you an injury. So like maybe it gives you like faster ADS speed and faster reload speed, but it like, I don't know, you have to break your leg to do it or something like that. So yeah, there's like a trade-off for your character. Was crazy, so much people thinking this was the new PUBG. Well, I mean, to be fair, people who don't follow it, like I'm obviously, I follow it a lot. I'm like always cover the news and all that kind of shit for you guys. So for me, it was obvious like, oh, this isn't PUBG 2 because I already knew what it was about. And I haven't even told you guys about like, yeah, PUBG's been developing this game on the side. I told a lot of you guys to go and go play it in the playtest. But for, you know, an average PUBG player, they don't know. They think, oh shit, Krafton just announced a new PUBG shooter. Is it PUBG 2? Like, you know, so it's a reasonable assumption. What's up, Moon? Ah, he's not too bad. Yeah, PUBG Black Budget is on Unreal Engine 5. So it's a pretty good look at, you know, what PUBG 2 will look like. Like it's safe to say PUBG 2 will have this level of graphical fidelity that this game has. Yeah, I thought that was really cool, having the map and all that on the arm. I thought that was fun. This is supposed to be PUBG 2? No. You paying attention? The game you're watching down here is PUBG Black Budget. The game we just got finished talking about covering is PUBG DeadNet. Not PUBG 2. I like the black hole extraction of this game too. I thought that was cool. It is a little obnoxious, like while you're trying to extract, like it gets intense. See if I can find a video clip here. Audio go. See, my audio is so scuffed right now. Now my game audio just isn't working at all. So this is like the extraction. You know, it's like boom, boom, boom. It's a black hole. You got to get inside of it and zoom, 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 and then you teleport out of the map. My game crashed when I extracted. That was funny. I remember that. But yeah, this screen I know is a big turnoff for people too. Like it was initially a big turnoff for me too, to be honest. Like I had played Tarkov, and I was never a fan of like the loot simulator and like playing Tetris in my inventory. So that part does get annoying for sure. But there were a lot of parts of the game that I really did like. What's up, Zach? PS2 had 3 GTAs. GTA 5 had 3 PlayStation. I was telling my brother yesterday. So he just bought a PlayStation 5 Pro. When did he buy that? Like he bought a PS5 Pro like a week ago, and I was looking now because I was like, man, like with GTA coming out, man, should I get a console? Like, all right, am I gonna get an Xbox or a PlayStation? And my instinct is just go get an Xbox. That's what I'm used to, you know, owning and playing my whole life essentially. But I know the PlayStation 5 Pro is actually stronger than the Xbox. I'm like, maybe the graphics of the FPS will be a little cleaner and better than the Xbox. So I started going looking, man. I'm like, dude, these freaking things are like $800 these days for a goddamn console that, I mean, let's be honest, it is not that new. Like these systems didn't just come out, you know? I was like, what the frick, dude? And then if you wanted like one of the 2 terabyte ones, like they're not even available right now. And like, then people are selling them on eBay for like $1,300 and shit. It's like, wait, what the hell's, what's going on here? And so my brother ended up telling me, he's like, dude, like, don't buy a system. Like, you can just borrow my PlayStation whenever Grand Theft Auto comes out. You can play it, and then just give me back the PlayStation when you're done, and then I'll play Grand Theft Auto after. I told him, like, I'm not gonna do that because like you bought a console so that you could play, you know, some of the new games. But he's not. I mean, he's a gamer, but he's not like a gamer like me. So he's like, dude, just come freaking get this thing and just use it, you know. And I was like, all right, well, maybe I'll do that. Save $1,000, you know. What's up, Bad? You have a friend who hates PUBG, but he plays it anyway. Very pessimistic and said PUBG doesn't know what to do in order to retain players. I think there's a lot of people that feel like that. We actually just had someone like that earlier in the chat who said PUBG's a shit game, but I'm addicted to it, so I'm going to keep playing. Yeah, like what? Is it going to be a year plus again, Zach, until it comes to PC, man? I don't know. Remote play to his PS5 from your computer. Can I do that? Is that an actual thing? Were there any new game trailers that I need to check out today from Gamescom? I'm curious now. Also, what happened to my audio? Do I not have any audio anymore? What the? Like, why does I all of a sudden don't have audio now? Yeah, okay, nothing's changed in my setting. It just, my computer's like, nah. You're not gonna have sound right now. You don't need sound, CDOME. Sound's overrated. Yeah, no, I got no audio. Okay. I know how to fix that. Restart. Piece of shit. You can, but it sucks. Doing remote play sucks. I don't want it to suck. I just go get it. I mean, I live down the street from them. I got the 2 terabyte Xbox X Galaxy Edition. $1,000. Run Android emulator and PS5 app remote play. Well, that's not gonna have 30 FPS. Yeah, no, when I'm saying I have no audio, like my gaming PC just stopped playing audio for some reason. There we go. Now we got audio. I swear, like I really appreciate consoles in that respect, because that kind of stuff never happens if you have an Xbox. You know, like you just turn it on and you play it. There's never like, oh man, my audio app defaulted and switched by its own on the PC Windows. Like it never has stupid shit like that happen. It just fucking works. You know, like you just get in, you turn it on, you play it. For the PC, it's like, I don't know, dude. I rebooted my computer last night. Who knows what updates auto installed last night and how that's gonna break my computer today. Shit do be annoying. SpaceX announces Starbase Louisiana. Let's go, baby. Very nice. All right, where's Gamescom? Gamescom. What do we have here? Any new gameplay trailers? What the heck is this? What did I stumble into? Xbox at Gamescom broadcast day 1. 3 hours? No, just give me like a synopsis. Best Gamescom opening night live trailers. Okay. Jesus.
I see a white wolf striving forward
We got
towards a solitary tower. Never chose to be a witcher.
Witcher.
Our heads, and by towering monstrosities.
Final Fantasy.
Weapons, like the one.
Metro.
So this is Hunter's bright future.
I never like actually played through Metro, but I played a little bit of it. That was kind of cool. Got a cool vibe.
Monsters. The radiation.
The radiation.
That's all that's left up there. But this. Humans did this. This is Hunter, the leader of the Novo Reich. The enemy must be destroyed.
I'll tell you one good thing about Unreal Engine 5, even though a lot of people like to hate on Unreal Engine 5, I feel like it is basically like the equalizer for like graphics and fidelity, and it really forces these game developers to like create a good art style, art direction, and then most importantly a fun gameplay loop, instead of it just being like, look at this new pretty game.
Destroyed. The enemy
Wait, was that freaking the dude from Stranger Things? That's Stranger Things, right? Yeah, that's it. Literally, I was literally thinking of body cam. The fuck? What the? Showa American Story? Goddamn gooners. Mega Man. I never got into Mega Man. I only ever played like Mega Man and Super Smash Brothers. This looks like Super Smash Brothers. Silent Hill, huh?
Then you know what you have to do.
Ooh, Gears of War. Yeah, baby. In-game footage and cinematics. Okay.
What the fuck are you?
Dang, that dude is missing all kinds of shit. Poured some emulsion on his ass, huh?
Good to see a few more gears made it through the night. You four belong to me now. Designation, Bravo Squad. No one knows what these things are or where they're coming from.
This is more than an invasion. It's a fucking war. The reports are still coming in, but whatever this is, it's happening all over the city.
Actual monsters are coming out of the ground and ripping
Damn.
my people apart.
Look at that big dude.
Gears out there holding the line.
How do we hold a line against an enemy that can tunnel under it?
Oh shit! We're gears. We fight.
We still
Definitely
have our
playing
people.
that.
If we can save them, we save.
That comes out soon, right? Like real soon.
For what's ahead.
People we love die. We're the ones that keep fighting.
You know those devs wanted to show off that water, dude. You know they want to show that water off.
For what's ahead.
Back-to-back water scenes. Man, splash some water. Look at this.
Die. We're the ones that keep fighting.
Give him hell, Phoenix. That's the plan.
That's the plan. Damn.
Come and get some, you goddamn grubs!
Like the double scarab from Halo 3.
There'll be no support. If you fall, we all do.
We do this together, or we die together, yeah?
Bad boys for life.
To the end.
October 6th. Xbox console exclusive. That does mean that I can play it on PC though, right? Pre-order the premium edition and play it to 5 days early. What's up, Blue? I heard Gears of War is only going to have skins you can earn, not buy. Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah, it's all going to be unlockable in the game. Like, take us back to OG days, huh? What's this next one? Notice Fall?
Whence came the first entanglement? None living may now tell.
In the gameplay or just like a...
The dread notice.
Like a Dark Souls?
Came ye to reweave this world, or seek ye some other end?
I never got into games like this.
The dread notice.
Blood of Dawnwalker.
Beast be
goes far. Your every step leads to crossroads.
Dude, when are they gonna make a game where I play as an alligator?
Sends a ripple.
Y'all remember that game with the shark? It was called Maneater. Remember that? You literally played as a shark. You started off as like a baby shark, and then the more you ate and progressed, you grew bigger and like faster and stronger. They should make a game like that, like for crocodiles and shit too.
Your every step leads to crossroads. All that remains.
Exodus. That sounds familiar. The octopus.
Salt?
Yes.
Figured we could talk, since you're part of the team now.
Why?
Want to understand how you see things, how you operate.
Like a Mass Effect kind of thing I'm looking at here.
I hunt. You pay. This is agreed.
Well, that answers that. But
Is
hey,
that deep
getting to know each other.
from the boys?
You local to Persepolis, or you from somewhere else?
Somewhere else.
You know, it's funny. Like I watched this for 2 seconds and I say, oh, it's like Mass Effect. Isn't it funny how you like your brain's natural reaction is to when you see something like a game, immediately you think of what's the most adjacent game that I can paint this as. Like immediately. Like even though it's probably nothing like Mass Effect. I was like, oh, it's like Mass Effect. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Salt. You have a most impressive reputation.
Game of Thrones, a top down? Like RTS?
Come on, man.
Rob, so it's like actually Game of Thrones, like for real. That's cool.
Try to defend yourself.
Dude, when did Game of Thrones come out? They're just now making a top-down RTS. Like they got what's the dragons one? Not Game of Thrones. Damn, what the hell? Whatever the dragon spinoff is, I've been watching that. Like that thing's like already 3 years old. I know this shit's real old. House of Dragons, thank you. Is it an RTS in the sense that you have like a base and you build like characters, or like? I mean, let's be honest, everyone wants to get the dragon.
The fate of
That's cool.
Westeros. Stand with me! Is yours to decide.
Where's with the Night Walkers? Come on. Or White Walkers, are they called? Yeah.
Game of Thrones. War for Westeros.
That's cool. Okay. Dude, I haven't played a top down since like StarCraft or Halo Wars. Warlock, Dungeons and Dragons.
Magic.
What did your patron want now?
None of your concern, imp. The town up ahead. What do you know of it?
Crick? Your patron's interest that guides us.
My curiosity is my own.
Getting closer.
Yes. Closer to what?
I like a good puzzle game.
Are we fleeing, Warlock?
Absolutely not. Merely digging deeper.
Doesn't do anything for me. Turok, wow.
Our only hope. The Order of the Turok. Mystical guardians armed with enhanced abilities.
Where the dinosaurs at?
The war has moved to the Lost Lands, a site of ancient ruins and creeping danger, where clawed, ravenous threats lurk in every shadow, where even the wind whispers death. The Senior yearn to unlock the secrets of these savage worlds to
What's up, Wiki?
unleash the means
Not doing anything,
of
man.
humanity's destruction. They must be stopped. They will be stopped by warriors who will not flinch in the face of the Xenia menace or flee from the horrors of evolution.
Path of Exile 2? Didn't that game like do numbers last year or the year before, whenever it came out? Whenever I see a game like this, I think of like Dynasty Warriors. I used to always rent that game. Like, my parents were divorced growing up, and so like my stepdad would come pick us up on like the weekends or whatever to go, you know, to my mom's house, and he'd always stop at like Blockbuster or Hollywood Video. We'd rent a video game for the weekend. I would always want to get like the new Dynasty Warriors and just do some hack and slash them.
Arathia must not fall to its enemies!
Are they RTS or?
The realm strains under a gathering storm.
World.
No,
Zoo Punk.
I'm gonna smash this rotten world into pieces. I've got you.
We're about to risk our lives here.
Is this the only way across?
Are you a rabbit?
Toss me there.
Get out of Marvin
Is it a beaver, a rhino, a rabbit?
You can't even beat the rabbits.
Hands off, Tracy. Enough. It's a no. No. That's enough. It's
Mm-hmm. Okay. Did War Dogs release anything new? I thought they had something. War Dogs. War Dogs gameplay trailer, future game show. Is this like actually new, or is it just like a? This game was fun, man. I'm excited for this one to come out. Wait, what do you mean Path of Exile 2 is great? I thought it just said it's coming out. It's already out? Or is that like an update, like a DLC for it? They keep hyping up September 3rd or 4th. Like War Dogs has a special announcement September 3rd or 4th, I forget which day, but the rumor is that they're gonna drop it early, a week early of September 10th, which would be really cool. Yeah, War Dogs playtest was just into. Oh, okay, it was early access. Gotcha, that makes sense. I thought it was my buddies playing it. What was the name of that last game? The Zoo Punk one with all the animals and stuff. Yeah, so this game comes out fully on the September 10th. in early access, so that means it still is very early. Obviously, a lot of stuff can change on it. Body Cam's new update looks insane. That's another game I'll want to play again, because Body Cam, I have that game. I'm pretty sure I played it like a year ago. Body Cam video game, and they've recently been posting new YouTube vids. 7 days ago, yeah. The most realistic trench warfare ever made. This is what I just watched. Which video did I just watch? It doesn't say. Usually, like your. Wait, there's a zombie mode? I never knew that. 8 months ago. This game, like, it is intense, man. Like, it was hard to my brain to adjust that I was playing a video game.
Over the last few years, trenches has once again become part of modern warfare. Not as something from the past, but as a reality of modern battlefields. And for months, we've been trying to understand them, not to recreate a specific conflict or reproduce political war. But this is to better understand what fighting in these environments actually means. How soldiers move, how they adapt.
That's the gut gameplay.
But also how a battlefield
we are going to most definitely
them.
Oh,
we
yeah.
Studied hundreds of hours
we
of
definitely
footage,
into that.
like drone recordings, satellite imagery, real trench networks.
30.
We also took the time to speak with veterans
to
better understand their experiences. For months, we studied every detail we could to recreate as closely as possible the reality of modern trench warfare. So today, we're proud to present to you Trenches. Trenches is one of the largest maps that we've ever built for Bodycam. The map is divided into 2 different environments, and on one side we have a dense forest area where most of the vegetation is still preserved.
Like, this is gameplay footage, dude.
And on the other, a completely devastated battlefield where explosions have destroyed most of the environment. These 2 areas have completely different visual identities and offer 2 different ways to approach combat. They also act as natural landmarks, making it easier to understand where you are on the battlefield. And across the map, we have multiple trench networks.
Look at that, dude. That's insane.
A ruined church in the center with a large underground shelter.
It's almost like too realistic. It's really uncanny.
Underground tunnels that directly connect to the trenches. Drone workshops built into the trench network. And large open fields surrounding the combat zone. And the entire battlefield is surrounded by minefields. This is to keep the boundaries of the map as realistic and dangerous as possible. For months, we studied modern trench warfare by analyzing it, rebuilding it, and pushing every single detail as far as we possibly could, all with one goal in mind, and that's to bring you as close as possible to the reality of modern trench warfare, to create an experience as immersive and as faithful as we possibly could make it. But Trenches is also a completely new way to experience Bodycam, a new scale, new distances, and a battlefield unlike anything you've experienced in the game before. We can't wait for you to experience it, and until then, see you on the battlefield.
September 2nd, 2026. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. I watched the video that they recently said, oh, maybe this is it. Animation and loadouts. Like, they basically went through all the animation changes and like
welcome everyone. Today we're taking a look
why they made the changes they made. So like there is not just one animation, you know, there's like several animations for several for every weapon for a number of different circumstances. Like, are you reloading it with an empty mag? Are you reloading it with one in the chamber and like, you know, then an empty mag? Or reloading with a half empty mag? Are you reloading it with your character out of breath? Are you reloading it under stress, under duress? Like, there's all kinds of different animations that they went through and made or had procedurally generated, whatever the case may be. But like, man, it really adds this like depth and like layer of realism to the game. I remember playing this thing. God, it must have been a year ago we played it, and I thought it was intense then. Like it's probably a whole nother level now. BF1 is BF1's awesome. Visually, it's probably one of the greatest games of the time, like of the era. But this game is way more realistic looking. You know, BF1 is still like, BF1's a great looking video game. If you saw this on like a cell phone, you might not know it's in a video game. You know, if you saw like a little 6-second snippet of like somebody getting freaking lit up in a trench, you might be like, is that from Russia or something? Like, you might not know. Like, it might take you a second to really see it, you know? Like I was saying, it's kind of uncanny.
Directly affects how you reload. Reloading under pressure is completely different from reloading when you're safe. So we built two entirely different states, calm and stressed. Same weapon, different behavior. And we didn't stop there. Inside of each state, we created multiple variations. Several calm reloads.
Oh, didn't Crafton announce another game too? Reloads, no law?
Different timings, different movements. So it never feels repetitive. And this philosophy doesn't only apply to magazine reloads.
It's not called PUBG No Law, I don't think. I think it's just called No Law. Yeah, it's made by Crafton. But not, this one is not actual PUBG spin-off thing. Which is kind of surprising that they do all the other games PUBG spin-off, but this is just No Law. This is like a Cyberpunk. Which, to be honest, I think it does look good.
About this Gardner guy going after the mayors? The city won't shut up about it.
What have you heard?
Nobody sees him go in.
Nobody sees him come out.
I still need to go play Cyberpunk again.
Right on his feet.
I got like halfway through the story and I never picked it up and finished it. I really need to go like re-download it and go play that game. I thought that was fun.
Come on, we can handle one freaking Gardner. He's a ghost. Bulldozer.
What's up, Rig? You like this one or what?
Tactician.
Artist. A lot of stories about how you operate, Gardner. Are they all
God,
true?
no. No law. I love whenever new games start coming out. It's a fun time, huh? Yeah, that is, like I said, that's kind of the problem with it's a double-edged sword with UE5. It levels the playing field of the game's graphics. So no game now stands out as like, oh my god, this thing has sick graphics. Like, every game looks like, oh, this is a good looking game. Now the game has to stand on its own 2 feet purely on gameplay loop, you know, that kind of stuff. It can look pretty, like, but guess what? There's 30 other games that look just as pretty. How does the game play? What are the features like? Did I watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners? No. Is that a TV show? Never knew about it. Rockstar Games clarifies, you are free to live stream an extended look from 3 p.m. tomorrow, provided you adhere to platform-specific guidance and you do not simply restream or repost the unedited video in full without context or commentary. Wow. So they are releasing... How is that going to work? They're doing an extended look on Netflix tomorrow. And they're saying you can stream it? How is that going to work? Am I like crazy and thinking about that? Like, so you can stream something from Netflix on Twitch tomorrow? That doesn't make sense, huh? Oh, they got some new skins in the store. You guys want to take a look? I didn't know these are in the store. So I guess the server maintenance just finished last night, right? So I guess it makes sense. So another streamer bundle here. This one is the Dream Adventure bundle. This is actually a different skins this time too, not just like the same reused ones. See what we got here? You got this Navigator eye mask. Okay, you got the Dream Navigator jacket. I like this jacket. It's kind of dope. Oh, it's got like the little hood if you don't wear a hat. The pants look like Aladdin. The Navigator pants. Abu! And you got the Adventure mask. Pretty dope looking, huh? Go up. There you go. Dang. The eye mask clips straight through the mask. You got the jacket. Pants. The over-under shotgun. I like that skin. That's cool looking. The Graz. Yeah, it's okay looking. All right. A little plain back here, but otherwise okay. Butt pan. That's a cool looking pan. I like that. Level 1 backpack. Looks a lot like the Wacky Jacky backpack though. Oh, he even gets a level 2 and a level 3. Excuse me. Look at this thing. Wow. It's fancy looking. It's an emote spray and then an actual emote. This is a team dance emote. Okay. Whole bundles for 23.90 G coin. You can buy clothing bundle for 700 G coin, 700 G coin, 800 G coin for the backpacks, 1990 G coin for the 2 weapons and the pan, or you can buy things individually, all for G coin. None of this can be purchased with BP, just FYI. I think we already covered the esports skins, but you got the Petrichor Road, 17 Gaming, E Arena, VP, Full Sense, and the Jin G. Yeah, okay, so that's it for skins. Pretty cool looking. If you're gonna buy a skin, use creator code CDOME, support your boy. Any new workshop stuff? Yeah, we got some new workshop stuff. All right, what we got? What we got? Space Critters clothing set. Actually, I like the hoodie. We got 50% off the Punk Bunny gear set. Level 3 helmet. Level 2 helmet. Level 2 backpack. And level 3 backpack. Heaven and Hell weapon set. SKS and the Scar. 20 backpack. Level 2, level 2. Rosebound M24. 240 G coin. The steel. Barely awake. MP5, SKS, paw prints. Kind of like the SKS actually. I mean as the vector. I mean the plaid, and then the get out of my hair Og, the Augie Doggy for 390 G coin. There you go. So your shop is gonna have different stuff whenever you go open it up in your game. By the way, don't forget to buy your 50 contraband coupons each week with your BP. And then the free events, take advantage of them. There's got a couple of them this week. There, oh, god dang. This button. You got daily login missions, check-in missions, bonus missions, weekly missions. We got to do 500 damage to get 25 more contraband coupons. And then if you do all this stuff in the hideout and workshop, you get more BP. FPP solo Let's Crouch. What's up, Pupper? When did you start using the Titan? You mean the truck, the Titan? It is currently not used. It is not running yet. We are in the process of swapping the motors. So it's my brother's truck, his project truck. And he bought the truck with a blown motor, essentially. Oh, he took the motor out. Rebuild it. He rebuilt the turbos while I was in there and did some other shenanigans. And this past weekend, we put the motor back in. So it hasn't hooked up all the doodads and gizmos yet to start it up. Or see if it starts, I should say. Yeah, what's up, Clubber? It is, man. Apparently, that game Splitgate is officially canceled again. All right, what we got? Little Paramo. Let's work on our missions. Deal 200 damage. Get 2 kills. Reach top 10. Heal 50 health. Reach top 10. Okay. Let's go. Oh, helipad, huh? Well, sleep. I'm a sleepy boy. Pick it up. What up, Bolsey? These bots are not getting trolled here. What's up? Hey, bots. Or catch this helicopter. I think I already lost it. Oh, aim punch. Bro. Panzerfaust. More Panzerfaust. Should be fun. I can grab another Panzerfaust somewhere over here. Over the triple decker. We'll see. A Panzer. Panzer? Ooh, there we go. Triple decky. Now when I swap this to this, yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's what I want. Now we're talking, boys. I got it. I want to get my care package. How far away do you think this helicopter was? I think it was pretty far out here. Ah. Nice. Oh, it's not too bad. Make that work. What's up, Empire? Good evening. How you doing, bud? The Empire. Yeah. Oh, mama. Okay. All right. Let's do it. We could do it, right? Yeah, I haven't experienced any of the loot bugs since they pushed the update, so I think it's fixed. What's up, Ken? I played it, yeah, years ago when they first announced it, like released it. Fun. They should have it around permanently, I think. I didn't play it last night, though. That's what you're asking. Ooh, perfect. Another one. Oh, I'm losing my tires. Calculated. What in the 360 Indy was that? What the? Holy sh! You stink, dude. What the? Oh my. All right, guys, I'm gonna call that there. That is that's all I need to see from PUBG tonight. So you guys have a great one. Thanks for coming to hang out. I will see you guys tomorrow night for some PUBG squads. I think Taryn's back in town, Stan's back in town, so we'll get the group together. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. All right, guys. Much love. I'm out. Peace.